Hello, good morning. Let me introduce myself. I am Fire Inspector Anil Lauri Kapatoy of the Bureau of Fire Protection, a dentist by profession, and currently assigned in dental services of Region 7, Cebu City, and with concurrent position as the Chief Dental Officer of Region 11, Davao City. I am humbled to have a complete academic requirements in Masters of Public Health, Southwestern University, FINMA, an active member of the Philippine Dental Association, and undergoing orthodontic preceptorship study in Cebu City. I am also blessed with a wife in the dental profession, Dr. Jill Sarvida Kapatoy, a professor in the Dental Academy, and I have a son named Zachary, which means God remembers. Allow me to share to you a story that my mentor, Mayor Tomas Osmeña, has shared to us. This is his principle of development and how each one of us, no matter how big or small, can make a difference. The Old Man and the Ugly Mountain, a story of development. The setting was in China. There was this place, the people were so unhappy because that big ugly mountain where they live can do very little for them. It hardly had a game to hunt. It hardly had any trees. It hardly had any water. And everyone wished that the mountain just wouldn't be there. Until one day, the old man woke up and had an idea. He gathered his neighbors and told them, "I know how to get rid of that mountain." No one believed him, but still they stayed and listened, and no one of them asked. And one of them asked, "Old man, what do you have in mind?" The old man said, "You know what I'm going to do? I am going to pick up a rock, walk into the ocean, and throw that rock into the ocean." The old man said, "You know what I'm going to do?" Again, this is what the old man said. He's going to pick up the rock and throw the truck into the ocean. Then the villager said, "Well, that sounds very symbolic, but I just don't see how you can get rid of that mountain that way soon." The old man said, "Well, I thought about that too, but I'm going to do this every day for the rest of my life." Though the neighbors said, "Big deal. That's a big mountain. And you're old. You won't be able to make a dent on that mountain even if you pick up one stone every single day of your life." And the old man said, I thought about that too. But I will convince my children to do this, and my children's children to do this." And then the neighbors said, "Look, let's calculate and see whether it can work out that way." She pulled out an abacus and she said to the old man, "How old are you? How long are you going to live? How many children do you have? How old are they? She kept on calculating, and then she told the old man, that mountain is just too big. Even all of your children help you, and your children's children, you won't be able to get rid of that ugly mountain. The old man said, you know, I thought about that too. But I am going to ask you to do the same. And to convince your children and your children's children to do the same. Then the neighbors started leaving, and they were frustrated. But wait, said the old man. I can guarantee you one thing. I can promise you one thing. And then the neighbor stopped and asked, okay, what can you guarantee us? What can you promise us? The old man said, I will guarantee that the mountain is not going to get bigger. And I will promise that that mountain is definitely going to get smaller. The message of the story is, no matter how small you are, no matter how difficult it is for us, no matter how neophyte is your rock, no matter your position as a firefighter, we make a difference. Every one of us have our own share of making that ugly mountain into a productive one. That ugly mountain is a problem that we are facing on a day-to-day basis, be it big or small. When I started my career in the government, though I have the option to practice dentistry in private, I opted to enter government service in the sense that all of my family is working in the government, especially in the police and military. I grew up with them as my inspiration and started with small dreams. Just like the story of the ugly mountain, that career path wasn't that easy for me to succeed. I started as a laborer, though I was then a licensed dentist in a university with a job description as university dentist. Then the world of opportunity opens up with the mayor's management team with opens up with the mayor's management team before entering into fire service. Those small rocks that I threw every day, those struggles and sacrifices in learning new things, those sleepless nights reading books, those research and trainings that I have undergone are living proof that I have conquered that ugly mountain and made it my own. As an aspiring firefighter, going out of our comfort zone and thinking out of the box is always a challenge for us. Sometimes we face the challenge of change, which made us uncomfortable. But mind you, I call it opportunity. It is an opportunity for us to prove our sense of development and maturity. It is an opportunity for us to think out of the box of the good services and attributes we have rendered in the Bureau. New ways, new ideas, and new environment is a good opportunity to better ourselves rather than making ourselves miserable. Remember, that all things happen for a reason. With this, we pick those small rocks of the ugly mountain by making ourselves open to change with the new ways, new environment, with much more better perspective. For those who have experienced the same, we make sure that the ugly mountain will surely be smaller in the coming years. That ugly mountain will be better in the coming years. Little by little, we will ignite change and fire up the interest for the betterment of ourselves in the Bureau of Fire Protection. Throwing a stone means a simple step towards solving a problem and making difference. We just need to move forward, do little things towards our goal, and then everything will follow suit. With this, let me thank you and assure you, we in the regional planning section and the dental section is working hand in hand to make our regional office better, if not the best, of all regions. Let us firmly believe there is always a better way of doing things. And planning brings the future into present so that you can do something about it now. God bless. Let's be thankful to God's grace. Thank you and good morning.